let's start this shit. Alright, let's make some truffles. What you're going to need is 8.5 teaspoons of cream, 65 grams of chocolate, a teaspoon of butter, and I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of Grand Marnier as well. So all you got to do is add cream to the pot, wait for it to simmer, then add the chocolate and butter, mix it until it's completely melted, and after that I'm going to be adding the liqueur. And then mix it up, and then once that's done, you just put it in the fridge, wait about an hour and a half or so for it to firm up, and then you're ready to start making the truffles. What we're making right now is called ganache. It's going to be the inside of the truffle. Alright, so now that the ganache is done, we can make the truffles. A few things that I forgot to mention. The butter is optional, and the butter that you want to use is unsalted butter. Also, because I'm doing such a small batch, you do want to be very careful that it doesn't get too hot when you're mixing everything up, so the fat doesn't separate from the rest of it. If that does happen, it's not that big a deal. It's just when you put it in the fridge and you let it cool down, come back before it's finished and just kind of like give it a quick stir to incorporate everything. That should be fine. Alright, so now that the ganache is done, it's nice and malleable. Just give it a roll. Alright, so now when it comes to the topping, you can just take this and roll it in whatever you want. So what I have, cocoa powder, crushed walnuts, and a cinnamon sugar mixture. So you could just take it roll it around. So yeah, you can just take it and put it in, roll it in the topping and call it a day. But what I'm going to do, I got some tempered chocolate, and I'm going to enrobe it. And once you put the chocolate on it, that's when you can just put the toppings on. You can put literally whatever topping you want. I mean, coconut, shredded coconut, you get the idea. Once you're done with that, you can just pop it back in the fridge for about another 30 minutes or so to let the tempered chocolate cool down and harden. And then you're ready to eat. There we have it. Our truffles are finished. They are ready to eat. You can easily put designs in it, grab a toothpick and just swirl around the tempered chocolate before it sets. Of course you can put any topping you want on it. I mean, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, white chocolate. You get the fucking idea. And of course, you don't even have to put tempered chocolate on it. You can just take the ganache and roll it in whatever the fuck topping you want and call it a day. So this recipe can make 6 truffles. There's only 4 here because I ate 2. But yeah, so this recipe makes 6 truffles. So I used my own chocolate in making of these truffles. For the chocolate in the ganache, I used a 70%. And the chocolate of the enrobing of the truffles, I used a 55%. If you're interested in purchasing these, you can go to rapturous.biz. They are $5 a bar at 65 grams.